Look, I caught it all by myself.
What you got in the jar, honey?
I just caught a copperhead.
You just caught a copperhead?
Yep.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Well, good job.
Thanks.
Alright guys, Papa Pepper back once again with the next daily snake. Never mind, this is a soft-shell turtle. Hold on. Alright guys, Papa Pepper back once again with the next daily snake. You know what? This is a 5-line skink actually. I gotta get something different. Alright guys, Papa Pepper back once again with the next daily... this isn't even a reptile. Hold on. Guys, does somebody have a snake for me?
Well, I caught one.
Whoa, Mama Pepper, you got a copperhead in here. Guys, my wife just showed up with a copperhead. If you can see that. Ay, ay, ay. What do you got a copperhead for?
Well, the other day the kids found this outside. It was dark and they called for help. Dad wasn't around, so Mom came to the rescue.
Okay, so I'm off in the woods. I shot a deer with a crossbow and I'm trying to track this deer. I come back and she's got a copperhead in a jar. So you realize these are venomous, right?
Yes.
And that means they're dangerous, right?
Yes.
So you're catching one and putting it in a jar to save for your husband?
Yes, very carefully.
Very carefully. How'd you do it? And again, I'm just asking what she did because she did. I'm not suggesting anyone else ever do this.
I used a stick and kind of tried to use the jar and the stick to bring it on in.
Wow. So, guys, this is some crazy stuff too. Obviously, I can kind of have this effect on people a bit. Dwells recently held his first snake ever. When Mr. V. Cellier came down from Canada, there was a black rat snake crawling across the tree, and he grabbed it and I said, wow, how many times have you done it? He's like, well, it's the first time. He says, I just watched your videos. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Thankfully it was a non-venomous one. And then Iron Shield was checking one out recently. And then Brian Phobos, had a good time checking things out too. But I mean, a nice little copperhead, guys. So I don't know. You obviously see how we teach and train our children. They stay away from venomous ones. In this case, they called the first adult they could find, which was her. She stepped in the way. I mean, she could have just quarantined it or kept an eye on it or gave me a call, but she just figured, okay, I'll throw it in here quick and take care of the problem. Obviously, it worked. Like I said, it's a dangerous thing. It's something people should not do. But if you do it, pretend there's a safe way to do it, right?
Yeah.
So your interest in snakes going back into childhood, I mean, you just had a deep desire and passion to interact with them and check them out ever since you were a little girl, right?
No.
Like every other little girl?
No.
No. So when did it start?
When I met you.
When she met me. So we used to have a pile of them. We had king snakes, at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful snakes. Red-tailed boa, we had a big one of those. What else do we have? We have some ball pythons at some point.
Ball pythons, maybe
So,
1 or 2.
We had some other ones, and then we started transitioning to children. So we kind of swapped the snakes out for kids, and then wound up with a bunch of kids. And then there's still snakes everywhere, especially down here. So, all right, guys, that's this daily snake. Mama Pepper with her snake. Crazy. All right, pop out.
Really? The tail?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Why?
the tail will be that color, and they'll kind of flash it to attract lizards or other things. Then the lizard comes to attack it, because the rest of their body's camouflage. They'll strike it. So juvenile copperheads and juvenile water moccasins both have that little yellow tail.
They use it to
See it on the bottom
I didn't
there.
know that. That's
Nice
so
and
cool.
Yellow tip of the tail. So they'll outgrow it eventually, but you never knew that yet.
Oh, so beautiful. No.
You should spend more time watching my videos.
It's so pretty. It's such a pretty snake too, darling.
It is.
Look at it. It's got spots.
I'll have to let it go far away from home. You had to save the day, rescue the children. You just leveled up. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution.
Pop out.